Hey, Anson High School. This is Mr. Stinson here. We got PBS Online Expectations. PBIS, remember, is for Positive Behavioral Interventions and Supports. We've got our PAWS program, and we're going to get into it coming up here shortly. Thank you. All right, Bearcat Nation, PAWS stands for P is for positive attitude. A is for accepting responsibility. W is for working hard. And S is for school pride.
Thank you, Mr. Stinson. Now we are going to talk about the P in PAWS. The P stands for positive attitude. How can you have a positive attitude on Zoom? Well, I'm going to share a few tips. You should have your computer charged. You should have your video on at all times. And you should participate. Your teachers have worked hard to make sure you have the information, so you want to actively participate and encourage your peers to do the same. How can you have a positive attitude when you're using Canvas? Well, the same thing applies. Make sure you treat Canvas as a professional setting. You should collaborate with your teachers and peers and actively participate as well.
Hey everyone, let's talk about the A in PAWS. The A stands for accept responsibility. So what does that look like for Zoom? When you accept responsibility in Zoom, you're going to ask for help if you need it. During the Zoom session, your teacher will be there and you'll have a chat box and you can see your teacher face to face. Make sure to reach out if you have any questions or concerns during the Zoom session. Also, choose a distraction-free space. Choose somewhere in your house that you can concentrate and that's quiet. Also, make sure to mute yourself when you're not speaking so that you don't distract the class or the teacher. When you accept responsibility in Canvas, you're going to use the equipment as intended. Complete your classes and submit all of your assignments on Canvas. Also, like with Zoom, choose a distraction-free space, somewhere that's quiet and where you can concentrate.
Thank you. Work hard. Be on time for all your Zoom classes. Develop self-discipline. Be ready to go on your Zoom classes 5 to 10 minutes before the assigned time. Avoid multitasking. I know a lot of the students out there feel as though you can multitask, but when it comes to your schoolwork, you want to do your very, very best. So concentrate on one subject at a time. Keep contact information up to date. Someone, particularly your teacher, may need to reach out to you. Make it convenient for your teacher by having a correct cell phone or telephone number. Complete and submit work on time. Being punctual would be very impressive to your teacher. Finally, always remember, working hard today will pay huge dividends for you in the future.
Remember the internet agreement that you all signed. Basically, don't look at anything dirty on the internet, don't talk about anything dirty on the internet, and don't write about anything dirty on the internet. Somebody somewhere raised you better than that. On your Zoom calls, one way to respect the person talking and to respect everybody else on the Zoom calls is if your teacher asks you to turn on your camera, just turn on your camera. We really don't care if you just had your hair did or not. We just really want to see your face. If you don't want us to see your face, turn the camera to the ceiling and just wave a hand up there every now and then. What we're looking for is, did you turn the Zoom on and leave the room? That's what we're looking for. And then respect other cultures and opinions and viewpoints. What you don't want to do on the Zoom is laugh at other people. You also don't want to make fun of people on the Zoom. And you just want to make sure you're being nice and polite like you would be in a regular classroom. So above all, remember you were raised with manners. And remember, the biggest thing, somebody somewhere raised you better than that.
All right, Bearcats, we've got PAWS, the P on the Zoom calls. You need to encourage others to participate. video on at all times, and you and the computer are charged and ready to go. You also are collaborating with your teachers, peers, and others. The A is asking for help if needed. Choose a distraction-free area and use the equipment as intended. The W is completing your work on time. Avoid multitasking and be on time for your Zoom classes. The S is remember the internet agreement. Respect who is talking and respect others' cultures, opinions, and viewpoints. If you'll do these things, you'll find yourself being more successful with our online remote learning. Have a good one, Bearcat Nation.